if we can't align planes, nothing else really gonna matter. That's it. And that's it. That's all I'm saving. The rest, everything the command ship has left is going to be saved for for getting that rendezvous. All right, so we're done with the command ship. Let's flip flop back to the lander and see what we can do with it. See you in a minute. And here we are back at the lander, where Bill and Jeb do not seem to be on speaking terms right now. Mostly Bill. Oh, there's the moon way behind us. And there is Kerbin ahead of us. Oops, that was not smart. All right. So, the lander is in pretty dire straits itself, resource-wise. Plenty of monoprop though, unlike the command ship. So we'll probably once again we'll be relying heavily on it for doing most of our orbital maneuvers. But right now there's not much to do except wait for Kerbin to get here. So let's kick up the time compression and skip this puppy across the atmosphere. And this is actually they're surprisingly close to each other. Okay, we're gonna want to. Okay, so we're approaching the ascending node. So we're gonna want to burn south. To try to correct that a little bit. Once again, we got to save what fuel we have left for our rendezvous. And the lander doesn't have much left either. Our apoapse is dropping like a stone. We are actually slowly getting the planes aligned. I think it's mostly going to be up to the lander to do it. It's still good, just over half of its monoprop supply left. We're within 3 degrees. Still pretty far off, but a little more acceptable. Okay, we're going to shut that off. We're only going to burn very close to those nodes. That'll be the most efficient way possible to correct our orbits. Right now we got to make every ounce of fuel we have left count But in some ways I really like the way they changed the controls. In some ways I really kind of don't. A lot of it is I'm just not used to it. Okay, let's see. It's actually a good thing that our orbits aren't aligned. I mean, at the same altitude. Because we're going to want to move. Let's see. Oh, would you look at that? That's actually a fairly close intersection. We might be able to link these guys up within an orbit or two. Now he's going to take some monkeying, I'm sure. Oh, this is going to be close. Why, oh, why did you forget to change the batteries in the GPS, Bill? And Bill shoots right back. Why, oh why didn't you pack the batteries for the GPS? And then silence. Okay. Let's speed around until we hit the periaps, and we'll raise, there were apoaps, and we'll raise the periaps out of the atmosphere. Same thing as we did before. Okay, about a minute out. RCS on. And we're golden. Okay, now while we're near the descending node, which means we're going to want to burn north, we'll go ahead and try to align our planes a little bit better. Nope, okay. Oh man, we're gonna be waiting forever to get, we just barely missed a link up. And now it's gonna take forever to get another good link up. I imagine Bill's getting a little tired of hearing 100 bottles of beer on the wall. Especially since Jeb only knows the first verse. Wait. How close are we? Way too far away for rendezvous. It's going to be a long flight. Okay, that's probably as close as I'm going to be able to line things up. Now we're just going to have to sit back and wait until we get an intersection close enough for a rendezvous attempt. The two ships are just too far away right now. Ah, nuts. So, round and round and round we go. I'll start recording again when I get... Okay, our next intersection is going to be... The two vehicles will only be 7 kilometers away from one another. So... Let's see. I need to make some minor adjustments here. But I'm not sure which way exactly. So I'm going to have to Oop, not that way. Other way. Whoa. Get back here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. And that is as close as we are gonna get. So, we'll ride this out one more orbit, and then it'll be the time of truth. Will Bill and Jeb be roommates forever in the most cramped apartment ever conceived? Or are they gonna get out of this? Stay tuned! Alright, what's going to happen? Eventually our speed display, when we get close enough to the command ship, we'll switch to target mode, and that'll give us our velocity relative to the Moonshot command ship, and then we can use that to basically zero our velocity in relationship to the... There it is. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. We want to bring our relative velocity to 0, or as close to it as we can possibly manage. And because we're so low on fuel, we're going to want to wait until that delta is at its lowest point before we start burning. Because right now we need to bleed off about 150 meters per second of speed to match velocity with the command ship. And we are on fumes right now, and we still need to hang on to just enough energy to deorbit the command ship and bring it back to Kerbin proper. So yeah, any ounces, cups, and teaspoons of fuel we can save along the way is only going to help us. Alright, we'll bump the time compression up a little bit and watch that relative motion counter. Like I said, we'll want to start burning when it's at its low, when the relative velocity between the two ships is at its lowest point. I think we're getting there. By Jove, I think we just might be able to pull this off. I mean, God knows how, but let's see. Okay. Alright, there it is. We're only a few kilometers away, too. Are you nervous? Because I'm sure nervous. This is nerve-wracking.